Welcome to Rauta's opinion video. Today we're talking about the growth of recorded music in 2018. Yes, that's correct. There are some interesting numbers that IFPI has put out in the report, which you will find in the description box if you're that interested in numbers and figures. And it seems like, unlike so many people like to say, music industry is dead or records don't sell anymore and blah blah blah, all those negative, utter crap commentary. It's not true, in fact. It seems that music is doing quite fine. So we're going to talk about a little about that. I know it's not exactly underground stuff, it's not exactly metal related, but let's get that into a bit. Today's beer is Laitilan Kölsi. That is a Finnish version of a Kölsch, which is then again a German beer, very light, very easy to drink. And as it so happens, I just recently got a proper Kölsch glass. Yes, thin and high and just proper glass for drinking light beer such as this. I've been to Cologne a couple of times, and this is the kind of beer they have here or there, and with these kind of glasses. Let's just let the foam go down a bit. So why I'm putting this kind of a video to Rauta is probably a kind of a mystery or a question mark to you, and I'll try to explain why. Now, the thing is, get the key figures here first. Almost 10% growth was with the recorded music industry in 2018. So that's kind of a nice thing, because after all, what these naysayers have been doing is commentating that metal music or music in general is not, sold anymore. People should just go for gigs and, do all kind of stunts and whatever. And people are not buying anymore. Everybody's just listening to streams, free streams even, and all that stuff. Well, it's partially true, but the fact is, recorded music industry grew by 10%. Now the thing here is, downloaded music, that is both music, not illegal copies of Varese and all that stuff, went down about 21%, and actual record sales were down about 10%. So streams are now the big thing. It's almost 50% of all music out there. So why these numbers are exactly interesting? Well, let me put it this way. Most metal people are still buying albums, CDs, tapes, vinyl, and many people are actually making their own music as well. And they are pondering these kind of eternal questions like, can I make money with my music? Can I be successful? Will anybody just even, publish my music and all that stuff? Well, in the terms of, taking a look at these figures and whatnot, it seems that we're doing just fine. Now, obviously, it's not like IFPI has all the record labels in the world, especially the smaller ones, the more underground ones and all that stuff. They are not there, to make a big impact. But all these kind of naysaying things, like it doesn't matter which way you do music and all that, I think it's just, crap. First of all, I've been doing these reviews for about 17 years now, and never ever before I have gotten this many, records to be, sent to me for review. So to me, it's kind of an indication that it's not like records are disappearing. First of all, I keep, encountering new labels, not daily basis, but, every now and then. And it seems like more and more, even very obscure, very underground, weird ass albums are getting released. I mean, we're not just talking about big names or, those kind of medium-sized names. We're just talking about really small underground releases also, even demos being printed on, CD or vinyl and all that stuff. So it's not like music is going anywhere, not recorded music or anything. But these numbers then again prove that no matter how much so-called audiophile people say that you can only, listen to vinyl or CD for proper, music and all that stuff, it's kind of a crap in the terms of figures. The big audience is probably very silent about it. They don't go making big fuss about which way they listen to music. And if we just take a look at these numbers, it seems like services like Spotify and Apple Music, Deezer, and all that stuff, they are here to make music. YouTube music as well, obviously. And so people are listening more and more, just streaming the music, no matter what type of fan they are. So it's not like people are giving up on this. And to me, it's also an indication that kind of underground or smaller labels, smaller bands, they are basically, more or less following the same pattern. Probably some underground black metal acts, for example, are selling more vinyls, than say average pop star. But it's clear indication that, music is being sold and new bands emerge, new labels emerge all the time. So it's not like time to give up and just, put there for digital distribution and just waiting things to happen. Obviously, because digital streams are going up, that is also a field you don't want to neglect, unless you just want to keep it very true and genuine to your physical releases. But it doesn't matter in the terms of, industry-wise, what do we think that how it should be done, or how we feel it should be done, what is the genuine format and what is the genuine way of listening to music. Because capitalism and, just, selling things are much like biology. It just goes wherever it pleases. Not exactly how it pleases, but, where it finds its way. So, for example, if there's like water which just wants to go downstream because of gravity and all that stuff, it will just find a way. These biological mutations and whatever happen all the time. Kind of a strong that survive and all that stuff. So the same thing happens with being, selling things. If it's product or service, doesn't really matter. The thing is, as long as there is demand, there will be these products and services to be done. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that you can still kind of vote with your own behavior what you want to happen. It goes as far as, having those small underground metal gigs. If you don't attend, they will die. If you don't buy the music you love, it will most likely die. Because it's not so much about having this band that needs to basically get the financial compensation or whatever, but it certainly helps. But when it happens to about labels, which are then again taking the financial risk, and if those don't get supported, and I don't mean just support in the sake of support, but just putting your money where your mouth is, basically. So that way you can just kind of like vote with your money or credit card. Doesn't matter what is your payment format. But this is all just kind of indicating what is going on in the world. And in my opinion, it of course looks bright because like 10% growth is 10% growth. There's no bullshit about it. But at the same time, it's also like, it's just digital growth. And physical sales are going down a bit, download even more. Then again, nowadays, kind of downloaded music feels kind of obsolete. Because obviously, if you're not streaming it, then you could probably want to get the physical ones. Or like in many cases, for example, like many labels do that. So when you buy an album, especially if you're buying the through Bandcamp or whatever, you might have that code. So you can just stream the music as well as listen to a physical format, which is then again a great thing for people who, for example, travel a lot or commute a lot. So I think these are not bad times we're living in terms of music, recorded music sales and whatnot. And as much as we like to think that, underground is just going to die or vanish into the thin air because nothing is happening, there are always people who are enthusiastic to put their money and work where the mouth is. So basically, living good times, and these are interesting figures if you just want to know something else beyond your own tiny bubble in your own underground or whatnot. I don't know, what do you think? Is this a good thing that physical is dying, or do you support the other way, or doesn't even matter? What is your format? I'm keen to hear your opinions, and meanwhile you're thinking your comment, have a taste at Laitilan Kölsi or whatever, and hope you enjoy this kind of a Germanic beer that is good for your thirsty mouth. See ya, and Rauta, bye bye.